Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our school online class. This is my first class with you through online. Hope you are all well with your family members by the grace of Almighty God. I am also fine. At first, I would like to introduce myself. Here is my introduction. I am your English teacher, Mithun Biswas, at Hastagir Government Girls High School, Chattogram. Look at the picture. At first, you have to mention the subject matter of today's class. Try to guess the subject matter of today's class. There are some clues on the pictures. Please think about these pictures and try to guess the subject of today's class. There are some more pictures on the screen. Can you guess which is the subject of today's class? I hope now you can easily understand the subject of today's class. Our today's class is on for class 5 students, English for today, unit 9, occupations, lesson 1 and 2. My allocated time of this class is 30 minutes. Here is the learning outcomes. At the end of the lesson, learners will be able to, in the listening part, to recognize which words in a sentence are stressed, to understand questions about objects around them, speaking, to say words, phrases, and sentences with proper sounds, stress and intonations, reading, to recognize punctuation marks and read accordingly. For example, full stop, comma, question mark, quotations mark, and exclamation mark. In the writing part, you'll be able to write a short piece of composition by answering a set of questions. Now, there are some new words on the screen from the lesson. Look at the word carefully and try to remember this meaning of the words. Number 1, afraid means frightened. Number 2, panicked means sudden uncontrollable anxiety. Number 3, firefighter means a person whose job is to extinguish fires. Volunteer means who works for an organization without being paid. Quietly means silently. Put out means an act of a fielder retiring a battle or runner. These are some important words from the lessons. Now, I hope you can easily match the words from the alternatives. Full time means full of time. Now open your book, page number 34, and read the passage. A long time ago, when Raju was in class 5, there was a fire in his school. Everyone was very afraid, but no one panicked. The teachers helped the students to leave the building quietly and safely. Soon, the firefighters came and put out the fire. Raju watched the firefighters from the schoolyard. He thought about the fire and the firefighters for a long time. After college, Raju joined a volunteer fire department. As a volunteer, he didn't get any money for his work, but Raju didn't mind. The second part of the lesson. Now Raju is a full-time firefighter. It is his job, so he earns money for it. Most of the time his work is putting out fires, but he also teaches new firefighters about safety. He likes teaching very much. In his free time, Raju visits schools. He takes to students about fire safety. He tells them what to do if there is a fire. They shouldn't panic. They should listen to their teachers and leave the building quietly. Now it's your turn. There are some words in the table. Match words of the column A with their meaning that is mentioned in the column B. Look at the table. There are some words in column A The words are afraid, panicked, firefighter, put out, volunteer, full time. And the meaning of the words are in column B. You have to rearrange the words. Now, afraid means frightened. Panicked means fearful. Firefighter, a person whose job is to extinguish fire. Put out, an act of a fielder, retiring a battle or runner. Volunteer, a person who freely offered to do something. Full time, full of time. These are the matching of the table. Now, assessment number 1. There are true false from the passage. There are 6 sentences. Write T for true or F for false. Number 1. There is a fire at Raju's school. Find he was in class 5. Number 2. The teachers left the students in the building during the fire. Number 3. Raju didn't see the firefighters put out the fire at his school. Number 4. Raju always earns money for being a firefighter. Number 5. Raju also likes teaching. Number 6. Talking to students is part of Raju's job. These are the 6 sentences from the lessons. Write true or false. The answer of the true false of these sentences are: number 1. There was a fire at Raju's school when he was in class 5. This is true. Number 2. The teachers left the students in the building during the fire. This is false. Number 3. Raju didn't see the firefighters put out the fire at his school. This is also false. Number 4. Raju always earns money for being a firefighter. This is also false. Number 5. Raju also likes teaching. This is true. A statement. 6. Talking to students is part of Raju's job. This is also a true statement. Now, I hope you can easily write the true false of the sentences from the passage. Now, your turn. There are some questions on the screen. Answer the following questions. Number 1. When did Raju join a volunteer fire department? Number 2. What should the students do if there is a fire in the school building? I hope now you can easily answer these 2 questions. The answer of the first one is Raju joined a volunteer fire department after college. The answer of the question number 2 is: if there is a fire in the school building, the student should listen to their teachers and leave the building quietly. Now, this is the homework for you. What have you learned about firefighter? Write 5 sentences. Or write a short composition about the firefighter, at least 5 sentences. I hope you can now easily answer the questions for your homework. So, if you have any problem, please raise your hand or send me SMS. I hope you can now easily write down any answer from this passage. So this is time to say goodbye. Stay home, stay safe, study regularly. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you again. See you in the next class.